right on into it now. Game one of this losers semifinals set. This is going to be a best of three, our last best of three for the day. And so every game matters and every play matters here in this set. We'll see exactly what comes out of this. And it looks like we're seeing a bamboo here come out on the side of Devolered.
I wonder if that's their sub that's playing this bamboo. I'm really excited to see that. It's not every day that you get to see somebody play a bamboo, but when you do, you know it's because they really enjoy that weapon and they play it very, very well. That being said, it looks like right now we have a little bit of a stalemate going on. It's still really early for any one team to commandingly take zone. I say that, and of course Devolered does, and they're able to just kind of hold onto this and begin to push pretty far forward against Ascension.
And look at how far forward they've already pushed here. Ascension definitely on their heels at the moment, looking to just kind of throw some bombs up, charge up their specials in the meantime. Dragon has this ink armor at the ready, but an ink armor also popped the other way, and Dragon going to get taken out there by Azef. Now looking for a second against Swen is going to go ahead and get taken out now as Omega comes around behind. But all the meanwhile, this timer is continually ticking down for the side of Devolered, and Ascension has to be extremely careful here. Omega going to have to jump out there in a disadvantageous position. Dragon's the only one on zone, and now 30 ticks left to go. Things are looking scary if you're Ascension.
Yeah, seems like it. I mean, really, Devolered doing everything that they possibly can to hold on to this. Less than 5 seconds or 5 points left to kind of tick this down. There's just not enough time for Ascension to come back in. Our first game for this best of three is going to Devolered.
You know, and we mentioned earlier when we saw Splat Zones on Kelp Dome, it's another one of those maps where it's pretty easy to lock out your opponents. They can only really come from like 3 or 4 different directions, and so as long as you're watching all of those directions, it's real easy once you get that first initial 3 down or 4 down situation that you know, you're going to be able to just take care of business there. And so that's exactly what we saw coming in from the side of Devolered. We'll see if Ascension has another response now as we go to tower control on Manta Maria.
Ooh, this one is a little different than the other Manta Maria one that we saw. You know, it's such a straight pathway that the tower is going to take, straight and expected, I guess I should say, that really at every kind of turn and every moment where you have to ride the tower to get through a checkpoint, you're going to be contested for it. The choke is very easy to stop the tower if you're ready, but if that team that's defending gets wiped, the tower could ride all the way to victory. So I'm excited, K-Bot. I'm really looking forward to seeing what these teams are going to be able to do. Ascension readied up very quickly, so maybe now they're thinking about it a little more, but I thought, hey, they're set to go.
Yeah, I mean, you know, as you continue developing and getting better, you're going to have those set couple of strategies. You're like, oh, I know exactly how we should play this map, and just because this is the way that we feel most comfortable playing with, you know, with given our particular weapons, the weapons we're strongest with, and you know, so a lot of times you'll see that it's all about those comfort picks. It's all about finding what works the best in your little squid kid hands. And so that's probably what Ascension's opting for here. We'll see if that pays out for them now on game 2. Have to come back after that crushing 100-0 knockout. But we'll see what they can do. Actually opting for a carbon roller here is Omega now on the side of Ascension. And looks like actually 2 carbons coming out.
Yeah. I was just looking at that too. I'm like, there's a second one right there. And a Hydra coming out too on the side of Devolered. So I think we saw Glaceon play a Hydra last time we were on this map. So I'm not totally surprised, but right away, you know, Devolered getting a little bit of an early lead and getting to this first checkpoint is really going to help them out. They want to get as far as they possibly can before they have to deal with opposition coming in from the other team.
Speaking of that, opposition starting to come back in now. Omega's getting called off there next to that tower as now Shinex comes in with that umbrella, is going to go ahead and take out Glaceon. And it looks like this is going to be the end of that push for the time being for the side of Devolered. But of course, Skrill going to go ahead and get that nice pick with the carbon duel here. Omega to come out on top with a little bit of help from Dragon.
Really nice job here. Omega just kind of waiting around in mid for another player to get on the tower. They know that they don't want to be the one, but there's not a lot of ink painted ahead of this for Ascension to feel comfortable moving throughout the map. So they're going to take their time, paint up a little more. They probably feel a little better about it now. Shinex able to guard this tower very, very carefully with this Brella. As a couple of other members from Ascension jump in, Dragon gets a beautiful pick. That's going to help them out a lot as well. And they're just going to kind of wait for a good opportunity to hang out on this tower. I don't know if they're going to be able to get this checkpoint. They do get it. They do break it out, but the tower is going to reset back to mid as someone from Devolered gets on it.
But, as we mentioned a couple times over the course of this broadcast, even just being able to clear that checkpoint is going to be so instrumental later, so you don't have to worry about clearing that checkpoint yet again. That's one less thing to worry about. And it looks like Ascension actually going to go ahead and make another push as we speak right now. Starting to come forward. Shinex now riding this tower, defending off all bombs that are getting thrown at it at the moment. Now a couple specials getting popped. Try to get a couple more picks from a range as Booyah Bomb getting thrown at the feet of Devolered, but not able to find anyone and pick anyone off quite yet. Now Glacy going to come up behind Shinex, get that pick, as now Skrill is trying to do a little bit more of a carbon duel here with Omega. Looks like both of those are going to go down. Swen now forced to back up here, but really impressive stuff coming in from Ascension. I imagine they probably want to get that a little bit further, but 35 is a fine push for the time. Or maybe they're going to keep going. Yeah.
I think they're going to do anything that they possibly can to get as many points as possible so they don't have to deal with anything that Devolered wants to throw at them. This is really the crucial moment, right? So if you want to knock it out, you need to do everything you can. If the Stingray comes out, if they were playing with Stingrays, they need to make sure they always have someone on that tower. Pushing all the way to 1. Omega's right there. Hold on to it. Yes, there we go. Omega is able to stay onto that tower, and Ascension is going to take game 2.
Unfortunately, that auto bomb barrage probably didn't have as much of an impact as Devolered would have liked. Not being able to, not really bursting on impact, or overall just kind of taking a little bit more of a delay before exploding, and having that little shrunken radius might have hurt them a little more than they would have thought. But nonetheless, we have a game 3. This makes or breaks it. Who is going to go up and get their revenge set against Euphoria here? Now we're looking at Clam Blitz on Starfish main stage to finish this one out. We talked a little bit about this map earlier, Melissa, but what do you think we're going to see from these two teams here?
Clam Blitz is what I think we're going to see from these teams
well,
here.
Right.
Honestly, I would love to see that Tentabrella come back. I think that Tentabrella for Clams is really, really good. I love seeing Ultra Stamps as well with it. I think we watched Shinex play that last time, right?
I don't know if we saw Ascension play this map, but I honestly...
Remember. Or Clams, Clam, Tentabrella, Camo Tent.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
I'm not going to be surprised at all to see Shinex on that Camo Tentabrella. Overall, just able to put in some work there in terms of making pushes happen and, getting picks when necessary. And indeed, looks like that is going to go ahead and be the pick for them. Otherwise, standard stuff coming in from Ascension, and probably about what we're used to seeing on the side of Devolered, except we do see a Forge Pro come out as well, opting for the bubbles instead of the Booyah Bomb.
I also really like having the Slosher Deco, right? The Slosher Deco come out too, because it allows a baller, so we have Booyah, baller, and armor all really, really nice together, and then bringing in those bubbles, which kind of people go back and forth with whether we feel like bubbles is very effective for Clems or not. I personally think it's a really good shot. I think it's a nice call, and I'm excited to see how they're going to be able to play this out. And what Devolered is going to be able to do, because they're going to have to apply a lot of pressure very, very quickly in order to make sure that they're comfortable with the leads. Beautiful, beautiful from Shinex, breaking out that Ultra Stamp at the perfect time.
Yeah, exactly there. And now, unfortunately, though, going to go down to 3-down situation for Ascension. Omega is going to try to hold on to things for the moment here, deep in enemy territory. trying to build up a couple more claims. You know, neither team has really gotten a large claim advantage here early in this match. Looks like Omega going to go ahead and build up the first power claim, or what may very well be the first power claim in the match. Now just trying to sneak right on into the enemy base, maybe expecting a jump coming in from the rest of Ascension.
I think you're
or my direction's wrong.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, that's probably about right. Never mind.
That happens to me all the time with clams. I'm like, wait, they're right. Oh.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, and I think Omega has the right idea, you know, hands that power climb off to Sven. Sven is gonna just hold on to this in the backline a little bit, but still a moving target for anyone else who might be looking to get into their viewpoint here. I think this is where Ascension needs to be ready to push forward a little faster than maybe they are. They have the bubbles at the ready, and they're pushing forward with this Umbrella. They get the power clam in. All right, now is the moment of truth. As many loose clams as possible. Shinx, beautiful, beautiful shot with that Ultra Stamp, chucks it back over towards the basket. Able to pick up a few more loose clams, but doesn't quite get any in. Teammates do, though. Very nice push. Very nice push.
And it still continues here. Okay, looks like it's finally been completely cleaned up. Down to the 17-point mark. That's impressive for a first push of the match, especially in a match where, you know, we really didn't see very much claim control until like the moment right before that push was about to happen. But now, all the meanwhile, Devolered has 3 specials at the ready. They have a large control of this map, and now they have 18 power claims 18 claims at their disposal. Skrill popping these bubbles now, looking to come back in. Lacey, though, going to get taken out carrying one of those power claims now. Asef going to come in with this baller, coming back into the basket, looking to try to throw one in. Ascension is 3 down. Can Swan get this pick? Will be able to get the pick, and that is not going to be a push coming in from the side of Devolered. Unfortunate for them.
Honestly, I think that was the better play. I think if Devolered had opened the basket, it would have just given a power clam to Ascension. Ascension already has one. They really, really want to play it smart on the side of Devolered to make sure that they're not giving their enemies things away for free. So personally, I think that was a good call. You know, I think maybe they could have made that play work, maybe made that solo push, but it's a little better to come back and when you feel like you are ready. Ascension, not going to give them that opportunity though. Shinx does get one member. Skrill right there to help clean up, and there are 3 members. This is the play. This is the play, Kate. This is where it's at.
3 down situation. Here comes another push coming in from the side of Ascension. Booyah Bomb coming in. This Dragon sneaks up to this basket, able to find the barrier. Now the question is, can they find this other power claim? It is a 2-down situation for Ascension at the moment, but it doesn't look like the rest of those members approach that basket. Again, playing a little bit more conservative. They don't want to give up too much ground here of mid to allow Devolered to build up another and make another push happen. They do have that pity clam at the ready now on this side, as Glaceon is trying their best to put in some work in as far as covering some territory here for this yellow side of Devolered. Bubbles coming in, can't quite find any picks. Booyah Bomb also getting thrown under the basket as Glaceon comes back to pick up this super clam. Can they push forward with this? They really don't have the clam support they need to make a large push down to the 17-point mark at the moment.
They really don't. What they need to do, they have a second one up. What they need to do is get that third one, and they need to push in as a unified team, which is going to be very hard when they have no specials up. We're about to go into overtime. Glacy doing a good job coming in from this side. Gets the first power clam in. All right, this is it, K-Bot. We have 2 more over here. They're 2 down on the side of Ascension. Oh man, gets another one in. We're down to 54. They need to get that other power clam in, which I don't know if they're going to be able to do.
Not quite. Yeah, unfortunate there for Devolered, but Ascension holding on with their defense even after that 3 power clam push coming in from them. Impressive defense coming in from the side of Ascension. They are going to go ahead and be able to get the run back against Euphoria. Now 16 KA coming in from Omega in that last match. And yeah, impressive stuff coming in.